I have really high expectations for myself. If I'm going to do something, I want to do it well. I don't want to do anything halfway. But sometimes you have to do things that you're not good at. You're not qualified. You don't have the experience. You're just not gifted in this area. Well, in this episode, I want to give you 4 reasons why you should sometimes get out there and do something that you're not good at. Hello, this is Larry Witzel with Ministry Insights from SermonView. If you like this content, we'd love to hear from you. Send an email to podcast@sermonview.com or leave a comment on YouTube. And please subscribe so you get immediate access to future episodes. A couple of months ago, I led worship at my church. Now, I'm a decent musician, and I often play bass or keyboard at my church. Sometimes I'm even the long-haired drummer. But I'm not great at acoustic guitar, and I don't have a nice singing voice. More than that, I also consistently forget words, even to songs I've sung 1,000 times. So I'm just not a great worship leader. However, as my wife and I were looking at the schedule, we realized that none of our worship leaders were going to be available that weekend. All our regular worship leaders were going to be out of town, and we couldn't find any subs. So my wife said, I guess we just won't have worship music that weekend. And I'm like, no. I'll lead worship. So I put together a set list and I bought tracks so I could have a full sound. There was one guitarist I was able to find to help me who played electric guitar, and he also sang. It was just the two of us. Man, I practiced, and the day came and I had a good time with the congregation. We made a joyful noise together.
You turn graves into gardens. You turn bones into armies.
Like I said, we made a joyful noise together, but really, it was not very good music. I'm definitely not going to be invited to go on tour with Brandon Lake anytime soon. Now, why do I tell you this story? It's good to sometimes do things that you're not good at. I'm not talking about doing something and practicing it over and over until you do get good at it. I mean, doing things that you'll never be good at, no matter how much you practice. In economics, this would be considered a waste because an efficient economy has everybody doing whatever they do best in order to gain the greatest benefit to society. But I think everybody should sometimes do things that you're not good at. In a previous episode, I talked about how a lot of pastors live with chronic affirmation deficit, and this can lead you to do only things that you feel confident in. But I'd like to see you stretch yourself by trying new things. Now, here's one reason why you should sometimes do things that you're not good at. It helps to grow your resilience. Engaging in activities outside your comfort zone builds resilience and adaptability. Research suggests that pushing yourself into challenges fosters a growth mindset where individuals see failure as an opportunity to learn rather than a fixed limitation. The Apostle Paul wrote that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance character, and character hope. Doing something that you're not good at helps you develop resilience. It also helps with your cognitive development. Attempting new or difficult tasks stimulates neuroplasticity, or the brain's ability to reorganize and form new neural connections. By challenging yourself, you develop problem-solving skills and enhance your creativity, which are critical for lifelong learning and adaptability. When I led worship, I didn't do it just me and Kevin. I used worship tracks, music tracks to be able to give a fuller sound. This was something new that it challenged me and pushed me. More than that, it can broaden your skill set. Pursuing activities that you're not naturally skilled at can uncover hidden talents or develop complementary skills. In your ministry, this experience can lead to unexpected opportunities and foster versatility in yourself. Another reason to do something you're not good at is somebody has to do it. I led worship when no one else was available. I was literally the last resort. If Jesus came as a humble servant, I should be willing to do whatever it takes as well. It helps you with empathy and leadership. Struggling with something can deepen empathy for others who face challenges, making you a more compassionate and understanding leader. Jesus modeled servant leadership, saying in Mark 10, "For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve others and to give his life." And that leads to what to me is the most important reason for sometimes doing things that you're not good at. Humility. There's nothing that humbles me more than doing something publicly in a way that doesn't meet my own standards. Doing things that we're not good at reminds us of our limitations and the need to rely on God. God told the Apostle Paul, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." And this led Paul to write, "Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me." By embracing challenges, we invite God's strength to work through us. That day that I led worship at my church may not have been the best music ever heard, but it was amazing to see how God worked through my weakness, and hearing the congregation sing loud and strong was amazing. People worshiped, and there were several people in the congregation who were clearly impacted. God used my doing something that I'm not good at for His glory to grow His kingdom. So, is God asking you to do something that you're not good at? Maybe even something you'll never be good at, no matter how much you try? Good. Go do it. It'll help you develop resilience and stimulate your brain in new ways. It'll help grow your empathy for others who struggle. Most of all, it will foster a spirit of humility in you as you fully rely on God's power to make your weakness perfect. So, go do it. If you're a pastor or a church leader, thank you for giving yourself to the people in your church and community. God has placed you in this church, at this community, at this time, because He wants to do something amazing through you. You're the one that He chose because you're the one He wants to use. So be strong and courageous. God is going to do a good work in you and through you. I love you guys. I'm cheering for you. I'll see you next time.